Is it time? I think it's time. You've been hearing the eye bun joke for 20 years. Okay. Well, I think you did this to yourself. Right? 20 years. I mean, were you called eye bun before 1998? Were you? How am I doing? I'm doing sleepy. I don't know what it is. It's the weather or something. Oh, look at that. We are blessed. What are the odds? Someone out there at Rainwave is looking out for us. The spirit of Sakita's joined us. Yes, indeed. You got a good feeling about this episode? Oh boy. We got a little bit of admin work to do, and I think Cookie Mom maybe pointed out something. It appears the areas between rectangles are shorter. I don't think it would count for the full height difference, but I think it's significant. Okay, so we're going to have to puzzle this out a little bit, and I apologize for my sleepiness, which will probably result in a little bit of the stoobies. Oh, Dork, you finished it. Fantastic. Okay. Well, now you can fully appreciate the punching that presumably will continue to happen to me. Hey, Scroll. So the puzzle that I'm going to have to try and solve, perhaps with your help, is like a little dormouse, just zzz, zzz, doing a little sleep. I mean, I had a little bit of sleep debt accrued over the weekend, but I thought I smoked it by like sleeping in a little bit today, but whatever. It's fucking glorious. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. So here's the puzzle. I have been building these areas. Okay, so first of all, full background. This shape here, right, has a faint set of lines on it. And that's because a La-Mulana room consists of 5 sort of floors, right? And at the top and bottom, there's sometimes a little bit of detailing that shows like, like a platform goes, or a ladder goes off the screen or something like that. And so we have a little bit of a margin on the edges. And for the entirety of La-Mulana 1 and La-Mulana 2, despite the scrolling, that has been sufficient. However, now we've got a situation where these rooms don't seem to quite work that way. Most of the time, the gap between these two was sort of like, I don't know, respected in other rooms in different parts of the game. Hey, Jabberwocky. Hey, it's been a while. So let's say we look at this scrolling room. Wait, Fairy Watchtower. Fairy Watchtower scrolling? I forget. Some of these are, they have like a little bit of a detailing at the interface between rooms that is enough to say like, oh, that's the division, right? It goes on forever. It's been how many years now? 40,000. And that really hasn't been a problem. But now I've sort of assumed that these spaces in between, maybe like make up a floor between the two of them. But like maybe that's not the case. Because we got all the way to the top here, and we have a deficit of 1 floor, which makes even less sense than a deficit of 2 floors, because this mega room, is 3 rooms tall, which would maybe suggest that if I had done something wrong, there would be an off by 2 error. But that is not the case. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just go through this room, map it as best we can, and then try to figure out how we can adjust it such that it fits within our grid lines properly. Not because we desperately need it to fit within the grid lines, but the grid lines are our best defense against errors, and I want to make sure that I haven't made a mistake. So that's where I am right now. If anyone has tips or observations or knows the truth about where the error is here, I'm happy to know. But in the meantime, let's fire up La-Mulana 2. The truth is fish. All right. I'm willing to accept this. Log into Steam. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend? Mine was busy, which I don't want to think contributed to my sleepiness now, because I've been sleepy for 2 days, and that seems like an unfair repercussion for just having a nice time on the weekend. La-Mulana 2 save 6. Play anyway. Live on the edge. That's what I say. Oh, I've got to turn Bluetooth on, don't I? I think I turned Bluetooth off earlier too. Bluetooth on? Okay, good. You are continuing the journey elsewhere. Okay, understood. Cerulean May, hello. The nature of your smiley face leads me to believe that you are perhaps an Outer Wilds refugee come here to La-Mulana land. Why is my controller not working with La-Mulana? No? That's very strange. It seems to be working, but La-Mulana itself does not seem to be respecting the inputs. Oh, interesting. That's cool. That's very weird. What's going on here? Maybe I need to restart La-Mulana? Yeah, tell me about it. Actually, don't. I don't need to hear about technology. It usually makes me sad when people tell me about technology. Oh, nice. I'm sort of at a loss here. Why would La-Mulana simply not respond to inputs anymore? Like, not even keyboard inputs. Oh, okay, so it does work with keyboard inputs, but not the controller. What about a different controller? Sorry, folks. Everything had been working pretty nicely. Okay, well, controller connected. Oh God, that's so weird. I connected a different Bluetooth controller and the Xbox controller decided like, oh, sure, okay, yeah. Oh, but the arrow keys don't. Oh, that's what it is. The arrow keys aren't working for some reason. What? System controls. Oh, that's so weird. Never mind. I'm just going to use this 8-bit dough. I was using Joy to Key and it is running. Gosh, I don't know. thinks there are 2 controllers connected. Gosh, whatever. We'll just use this completely fine controller. Catch Joy 2 key. Okay. Okay, check some audio here. Game's perhaps a little hot. That seems okay. Okay. The Tower of Oannes. Ah! All right. Last time I felt like I was really on top of things. Perhaps not this time. So, am I going the right way, or are we supposed to go up the other way? No, I think this is right. We go up this way. Yeah, okay, cool. Fishing it up. Well, we are fishing it up, but perhaps not finishing it up. Oh, is it possible, reasonable to verify the distance between each floor is the same as expected from the base game? If you haven't done so already, the spacing is the same, and it's still not lining up. They probably just pulled a fast one on you and broke the grid rules. Yeah, okay, maybe it is the case that this is, they did not pull a fast one. It was always a little bit off, and this is just the first time where it's become actually relevant. But we will make it work. We have plenty of tools at our disposal to adjust things slightly. I'm curious if the pissing fishmen are going to become relevant. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, Doric. So, let's see. First of all, let's use our notes layer. Oh, I got rid of the notes layer. That's fun. We get to make our own new notes layer. So, that's going to be what it looks like. That line there, and then we get to apply a color overlay. What's the most obvious color combination? Let's say a pink color overlay, a stroke of an outer stroke of white, and another stroke of a sort of pleasant blue. Actually, it doesn't really work in this area because it's already got a pleasant blue, but whatever. Okay. All right, Narcotis. Thanks. Trans rights, that's right. Okay, so approximately the way to become up is this. Yep. Okay. It really does look like they took nearly the most convoluted route and said, that's how you got to do it. Troanos writes. Yeah. Good. Okay. So the first sort of block that we come across right there, the one that's sort of 4 floors above me right now, should be right below a floor that is, yeah, I think, like this gap right here that I'm standing in, this floor, should be the in-betweensies bit. Goodness. Okay. So normally we don't cheat with screenshots. Whatever, it's not cheating, it's fine. But for the sake of understanding what's going on. Uh-oh, fish attacking. I'm curious to know what this actually looks like. So, oh man, we gotta do something with the music here. There we go. Yeah, it's lemmings. Love lemmings. Okay, so this is approximately correct. You know, like if we put this here, we'll turn off our trans rights layer momentarily. Right, like that's close enough, you know? In fact, I'm fairly impressed that it is as close as it is. So we're just going to go up. Until that's just barely on the screen. And then I'm curious to know how things line up. This reminds me of old like strategy guides where they would just copy, they would just include like Polaroid pictures that they took of a screen. Like the Final Fantasy North American release guide, you know, just like the little fighter icon appears a bunch of times on the map because that was the best they could do, is just take screenshots and stitch it together. Yeah, photos even. Okay, so far, this also seems to match up just fine. And so is it possible that these rooms are actually not quite tall enough? Because like I've lined that up. Let's use difference to make sure that I'm doing it correctly, more or less. Yeah. Hey, Jeffy. Hello. Shout out. BD Jeffy P. Welcome. Thank you. You doing some Final Fantasy X stuff? I got a notification that you were streaming a while ago, and you were trying to improve a time. Is that right? Hey, Ellie. So, yeah, this actually works out pretty perfectly. So this makes me think that the small bit at the bottom of a screen and the small bit at the top of the screen underneath it actually adds up to one floor, which is what we have been doing. Thank you. You have to go figure out what happened. All right. Well, good luck on the reconnaissance, investigation, post-mortem. Still be lurking. Okay. Well, I hope you have a good time, and it's not too frustrating that things fell apart there. No traps along here. Oh no, this is not the right way. Right, I went up too high to do a screenshot. It happens. Yep, indeed. Do we have that one? Yes, we do. Let's not get squished. What did I just say? Don't get squished? Oh. I guess falling down, though, is okay. Right, it's don't get squished, but then there's the trap, lulling you into a false sense of security. I wasn't even supposed to go this far, was it? Oh, but I can go this way. This will work out. Okay, so this is about as high as I want to go. That's dangerous. Almost squimsh, Coolio. No squimsh. I'm starting to suspect that is the case, Chloe, which is probably the best possible scenario for two reasons. Number one, it means that we get just another look into the deranged mind of this madman. And number two, it means that we're actually correct. Oh yeah, very slightly. Yeah, maybe that's the case, Doric. Dang. All right. Yeah. Thank you. You detected that there was something fishy going on? Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, look at that. And now we're just at the top. Okay. So if I was to take a screenshot here, yeah. Wait. Oh, that was the Windows. Windows does this thing where if you take a screenshot and then paste too fast, it will paste the previous screenshot. But more annoyingly, it also, if you wait and then paste, sometimes it doesn't paste the correct one. Yeah, Jeffy, just to see if everything works out height-wise, just so we can figure out what's going on with our map. Yeah, I think we did this more or less correctly. That is weird, Mikon. Yeah, I just, one of these days, we'll all just move to Linux. Yeah, and did I do that one incorrectly? Like maybe I put that on difference. Yeah, I mean, if you can see I'm nudging it a little bit, and when it turns dark, it means that the pixels line up more or less correctly. So I'm content to just leave this as one subfloor shorter. I think that might be the solution. Because another way, let's put this in a group, duplicate the group, turn off the old one so we can manipulate the new one. Because I kind of think it's expecting it to be like this. Maybe. No, I don't like it. I simply do not like it. So we will just have this be sort of a somewhat shorter room. That's okay. To map this bit. Yeah, they're squishing the map itself. those ones all line up okay, yeah? Yeah, it's a little weird because on this screen, we can see this business down here by virtue of us actually being down one slot. So I guess I could fudge it a little bit if we really wanted it to line up, but oh well. Yeah, could be. Exactly. Sorry, I asked how people's weekend was like an age ago, and I did the thing I do, which is look away and disregard any answers that may or may not have been there. So I'm sorry if you told me and I ignored you. But regardless, I hope you had a good weekend. So ladder would be there. This one is like this, more or less. Sure, why not? No one will know. Sunday game night was canceled. Oh no. What games were you going to play? Ladder over here. Ah, yes. Video games. Archipelago Rando. Nice. Blood donation and big sub sandwich. Dang. Everybody's winning in Dodecalope land. Hey, mate. So far, kindly. Nothing terrible so far, aside from some questionable map proportions that we're contending with, but no big problems. What's the death counter? Oh, good question. I do not recall. No deaths this run so far, or this episode. You're O positive. Kind of, yeah, Turbo can't give blood. Oh, that's too bad. Well, you're off the hook. I am not off the hook. I have O negative, and the only reason that I don't give blood more regularly is that I have very low blood pressure, and I worry that I would become dangerously lightheaded. Why is my expand selection not working? Edit. Keyboard shortcuts. Photoshop defaults. Heavens no. Yeah, don't get overdrawn on the blood bank. Indeed. Hey, Grits. Yes, anybody who's watched for long enough will know that I don't get too mad at video games. Maybe I should. Maybe that would make me healthier. One more over here. Yeah, I just need a little bit more. God damn it. And I'll be right as rain. Fit as a fiddle. All right, we did it. With the dulcet tones of Double Dragon 2, the Sacred Stones, fading into the distance, we can switch over. Why is this in my head? What did you think was a hand? All right, let's have a drink. And we'll go upstairs. Ooh, would you look at that? And a Nintendo tape. I wonder if that's Gyunin King. I'm going to map this first, just so it's not a waste of a run when we inevitably get crushed. Hey, Skipper. What's up? I mean, that's what I'm assuming. I'm going to assume that I'm going to get crushed by the ceiling or the floor or the walls or the Fish King. Wait, which one's the Donkey Kong room? The barrel's going down here? Or I guess also this one, sort of? The one I just did, yeah. Hey, Eric here. How you doing? Ori, hi. It was a pleasure to see you. Air conditioning back? Heck yeah. They've been okay. We've been making slow and steady progress in the DLC of La-Mulana 2, mapping as we go. It has been great. The DLC is very funny. It's got a lot of good jokes, a lot of good. Well, let's just find out what happens in this room, because it could be that this is just a checkpoint, but it could be a very good example of the sort of masochistic bullshit that has been happening here. So far so good. Yeah, see, there we go. Yeah, sorry, I'm masochistic. This is sadistic. Is it just whenever you do this? I got crushed in a different way. Anyway, Ori, that's what we're up against here. Domu crushed, we might call it. I don't know how to draw feet, I'm sorry to say. So that might be the best we get. Okay. Now, is there a secret associated with it? Like, is there something more going on, I wonder? Yeah! Gin and King. Oh, the foot's the wrong way around? Okay, I can fix it. The other thing is actually if I get crushed again, oops, then I can maybe do a better job of illustrating it. Yeah, exactly, Lily. That's it. Yeah, okay. Thanks, buddy. God damn it. Like at this point, it's not actually even hurting me that much. It's just being a jerk. We can do that most heinous of crimes, tracing, in order to make this a little bit better. Void dissolution. We do wanna cute it up a little bit. Just looks weird. Just looks weird. Maybe feet just look weird. Maybe that's the issue here. They're just thumbless hands. Oh, thanks, Ori. Good. God, my eyesight is terrible today. I'm wearing contacts and my eyes are really dry. I'm gonna make chat a little bit bigger for my old man eyes. Little toe beans. Hi, Oth. How you doing? All right. We've got crushed, we've got punched. What's next for us? Maybe both. Oh yeah, that's right. This girl. Thank you. Interim representative of the few surviving fourth children. Plans to create the ultimate fish warrior in order to restore the fourth children to their previous status. Acts for some reason as though he's in the top class of Eglana inhabitants, but let's just let him have that one. Some people just need that kind of thing to keep going, you know? Canonically, who's writing these? Because that's a little mean. I feel like maybe Gin and King is is being given short shrift. Phobos, yeah. It's very, yeah, holier than thou. All right. Yeah, no kidding. He just loves that one statue. That's his main thing. He's been sort of sour about it ever since. the Benui of surfing, yes. I'm glad the Benui of serving exists. I've come to better understand the concept of serving since then. Okay, there we go. I swear that little like sound paralyzes me with fear because it means that I'm about to get knocked off a platform. And so far we've been lucky, I guess. No, it's a different sort of surfing. So we're going to have to ride the big fish, as they say. Yeah, get crushed, get crushed. No? Just do a little dance? Fish wiggle! Yeah, it's more like serving in tennis. Okay, so I feel like we need to represent what's going on here. Oh. 1 second. Mouse just crashed. There we go. It wasn't even my software that broke. Cave Story? Oh, yeah. You know, I've never actually really played Cave Story in earnest. I've played it before. Enough to... I remember Egg Corridor. But I've never actually, like, finished it. Yeah, maybe that would make for a good cartographic experience. Yeah, it's a magical thing that it is such a polished thing in an era when like video game that you got for free on the internet that someone just made was still sort of novel, you know, like a complete experience, not just like, you know, a little flash game or whatever. Okay. Good to know. Is there fun to be had down in the other corner down there? It would seem no. Okay. But our king is in another tower. Perfect. Hey, Borzoi. EG, I remember that. Oh my god, that is some ancient memories. But our king is in another tower. I aside from like a strangely placed comma, I cannot find grammatical fault with that. As opposed to this, "you're our dead," which is grammatically sublime. What was the other good quote we had last time? Something about fish gods. Fish have no god. Yeah, there we go. Not in caps? I guess not. God, what's going to happen up here, I wonder? For centering purposes? Yeah, sure. I gotta draw the fish down at the bottom? All right. This guy. Sort of hard to tell what's going on there, but I assume it's like this. No, Coolio, that is old news, I'm afraid. Oh, it was... Oh, incredible. Oh my god. All right, you're not blinking, so that means you won't explode, right? You've made it, you jerk. You've reached the top of the Tower of Oannes. I don't think that's the case. And there's nothing here. Fisha, sha, 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 sha. So you've climbed all this way and nothing? Just what the hell is going on? You want to do a boss fight? What's wrong? You're all sweaty. You really stink, you know that? Fisha, sha, 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 sha. We're doing a boss fight. You're the most stinky one. Well, I want to do the boss fight, but I want to know what he says if I... That's a pretty rude thing to say to the Gyeonin king. Get the hell out of here. You're 86th by... Uh-oh, am I going to get crushed? Fuck you. Oh, so you want to go? I am the epitome of aromatic fish. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? When I get pissed off, my fins go all wiggly. Now witness my second transformation. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Fish slime 0. Yeah, look, he's got these cool fish leggings. this is incredible. Look at that. All right. Flares time. Actually, you know what? I bet you I can just jump. Maybe not. Maybe it's too high. Yeah, might be too high. Man, that's a lot of... Maybe axe would work? No. Flares it is, unless... Caltrops? No. Yeah, I think we got this one. If I could just land some hits. I really hope this is, gets down to a little bit of health and the fight is over, because it's slow going. I bet you I could get 2 in, though. Or 0. Ouch! This actually kind of sucks. You should just leave. I should just leave you here in this tower. Oh, thanks very much. And then he blows up. All right. Yeah, I guess I won. So what do we think this is going to do, however? Because the last time we defeated a boss, it opened up a passage in... Oh, maybe here? Maybe there'll be another passage up here? Let's try this. We'll backtrack and see if there are other openings somewhere. Nope, don't crack. What? Ooh, that was almost a disaster. Okay, so I think if I talk to this thing, it does save, right? It doesn't just register the quick travel point, right? Like I could warp out and then warp back here safely. But I think it's also okay to just touch this, right? It quick saves, yeah, okay. Although I think we can also just escape this way. Yeah, worth a dip. Wait, did that not? Yeah, there you go. But it won't hard save, got it. All right, well, as long as it doesn't crash, we'll be okay. Nothing? I was really hoping there would be something there. Okay, well, if that's the case, let's go take a dip. I assume as part of the save file, it records the most recent memory spot. So by hard saving there, we're sort of locking it in. Oh. I mean, do you want the answer to that? Oh, I gotta wear my other ROMs. Sorta. I mean, knowing that it is 10 days is makes me hope that I'm spending my life well. Okay, so nothing here. Can't scan these things. No, so some change must have occurred somewhere else. That's fine. Yes, agreed. Well, more specifically, I think a life spent with you all is well spent time. All right, so let's just go to the bottom then. Oh, hey, there's a door there. Was that there before? I don't remember that. So where's this? It's this. This is no longer here. Where is this? Oh, well, okay then. Huh. Interesting. Ah! Mean. Are there other such spots that are now made available? Yeah, it's modeled after like fixed sys DOS looking stuff. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's not really my traditional aesthetic, but it's something that I hold dear, you know, that sort of, I don't know, programming in QBasic, that sort of thing. Yeah, like something that's built into your BIOS. You didn't have to install this font. Your motherboard knows about it from birth. Let's just take a quick pass to see if we've got any other openings. Nothing's leaping out at me. So, yeah, nothing. Ha! Fee. So you've made it to the right side tower. Well, how about that? There were 2 towers. Great. I wasn't expecting that to work. Surprise, you got a twofer. These 2 towers are just giving us double the burden. Fisha. Sha. What? You want to climb together? No, I would not have suggested that. No, I'm fine, thank you. Okay, next boss fight. Okay. I think we are going to have to illustrate the exterior somehow, maybe in small, perhaps. But now that we've established the sort of full extent of it, or at least height-wise, assuming the 2 towers are of equivalent heights. Does that say La-Mulana's? Yeah. Would you have it any other way, is my question to you. Ah, that makes sense, fishies. Yeah. That's right. The W is the gap between them. Something like that. Hey, cactus. Okay, so we need to note that these 2 are connected, which maybe we'll do that with a big bat line like this. And similarly here. Oh yes, I'm pretty sure we checked that, and yes, that is a real drop. One tower. And right, these two are connected. I was so sleepy last night and feeling so slovenly. I ordered a donair and I sat on the couch and I fell asleep watching anime. Y'all ever hear this thing called Record of Lodos War? Because let me tell you, that is some S tier fantasy bullshit to fall asleep to. I was not familiar with it, and it's just it is Noun City, and I love it. Okay, so killing this guy opens up this thing way down here. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm supposed to be picking up on the plot, because it's got a lot of kings and kingdoms and ancient gods and stuff. Oh yeah, no, it's extremely Dungeons and Dragons. Like apparently it's someone's campaign or something like that, which is beautiful. Okay. Person's campaign. I love that so much. Yeah, exactly. You look at the party, and it's literally like fighter, thief, wizard, priest, or cleric, or whatever, and then yeah, an elf and a dwarf. Where we are now, I don't know. I sort of assume we're way down at the bottom, but we can check, I think. Okay, that's at least a couple of screens. Yeah, that's like this screen, another screen, and then the screen that we were just on. Okay, so the reason that I'm finding it extremely sort of chaotic and hard to follow is perhaps canonical. Hey Ash, how you doing? So let's assume that we're sort of here-ish. And then if we go in this door, we will be here. What was that? What was that? Tower of Romanus, you say? Okay. What happened? I got squished. the fuck am I supposed to do with this? No! Wait, how many do you move? Am I safe over here? Sometimes you do double moves. No, it's just sort of like in sync with the music or something. It's pretty great. This music too, huh? Yeah. All right, folks. This might be our hardest cartographic challenge yet. This might be a scenario where we try and solve it first, maybe? And someone's shooting at us on top of all of it. So is that a fist that it's like poised to strike? Yeah. Yeah, how in God's name are we supposed to do this? Don't really like the curve of that. But oh well. Yeah, maybe that's the case. Like, somehow communicate that there's like just a grid of incredible danger. Okay, well, let's see if we can make heads or tails of it. Nope. Thanks, May. Okay. Also bad. 33. Enjoy puzzles where you have to move with a certain pattern, like step one, go here. Yeah. It's neat. I don't know if I'm especially good at that sort of puzzle, but we're going to give it a go. Finite state machines, like academically. Oh no, I'm already messed up. The fact that they also don't align with the heights of stuff is going to make it also a little bit challenging. This might just be a matter of trial and error, I'm afraid. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait, why did I... Oh, because it doesn't save? Do I have to hit the thing again? Copy from another map? Yep. No. Oh, man, I could be safe there. Like, I wonder if there's one correct path. They're all going down together. Is there anything that I can do? No. I just want to get over to the weird fist thing over there to see if that's important or like an escape or something. Like, I guess I could go over that way right before this happens. Might need to gale it up. I mean, it sort of seems like that was a solid platform, right? Let's try it without the fibula. Danger frigid. Mean. Do you think it's just a troll? I would be a little bit surprised if there wasn't more to it than just like, you did it. You found a room, but it's useless. The hot spring, yeah. It is a good track. Okay. So is there anything going on down here? An off-screen onsen. Yeah, an offsen. And it just drains my health. Oh, wait. Wait. One half is warm? That's so weird. That's... like, why? The hot side hot and the cold side cold. Oh my god. It's Icefire Treetop all over again. Jason Alexander. Come on back. Yeah, it's the waterfall? I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's nice and all, but I'm not sure I understand the utility of a hot spring when we can just warp out and warp back, unless that is something that is going to be taken away from us at some point. Oops. Thank you. Yep. I kind of want to get on top of this thing, you know? Good. Okay. Little mini squimsh. It only takes a little bit. Maybe I could use flares to kill that guy first or something like that. Am I safe? I think I'm safe. I could have also ducked there, maybe. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. No, I will not. Araneid. This might be something where we look at a VOD, or perhaps we look at another map or something like that, as was suggested. Because the one thing, whoops, that has been required for cogent mapping has been the ability to like pause and see the full screen. And in La-Mulana 1, it was a small edit to make the screen not dim. And in La-Mulana 2, it has been just hoping that there weren't enemies in the way. But because I believe that the pattern is deterministic, but it's not the sort of thing that I am having an easy time memorizing. Yeah, exactly. It finds your weakness. La-Mulana knows. Do we think this is a 3-room tall or 2-room tall? Yep, okay. Cool. Nice. It's not very nice. This is for context, Ori. This is the culmination of 2 games worth of hateful traps and the like. So at this point, it is loving. Let's say it's loving. So there are that's not how walls work, La-Mulana. All right, so we're just gonna have to do another little bit of trial and error to like try and get some lateral movement, but I suspect that we might need to go all the way up and around. Oops. Fucked. Now, I would wager that it's probably something over on the middle left, perhaps, or middle right. So, I mean, we could try going over there somehow, but experimentation so far. Oh, I think I saw it there. Yeah, there it is. I don't really know how to get there, though. I mean, up and around, maybe. Yep. Well, that's annoying enough that I don't want to do it again. So maybe we try finding a different route. That worked out far better than expected. I think that's 4. So I think that was perhaps just a 2x2. It just feels like it's a lot bigger because it sucks so hard. We're not out of the woods yet, Jeffy, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it. So there was one sort of up here, right? Ish. And there was one sort of maybe here-ish. And then there was one maybe here-ish. My mapping stuff got sort of rearranged here. 4-point eraser, 8-point eraser. There we go. For now, that will suffice. Gyo balloon, strawberry flavor. Fish capable of flight using a balloon. That's all fine and good, but it gets hard to breathe in there after a while, so hurry up and finish him off. Wow. That's going to have to be what the room is for now, at the very least. Oh God, there's pit in the middle of the floor also. Fool. Oh no. Yeah, something tells me we haven't seen the last of that room. I assume that's what's going on here. Okie dokie. Yes, simply do not fall in the pit, and you will be safe. Do not like. That was incredibly lucky. Doric getting spoiled over here. So it would seem you're as surprised as me. Oh, dang. I'm so sorry. Is that background? That looks like a... Let's go check and see if that's a wall. Yeah, it sure is. Okay. Yeah, is that new, or Doric, are you just surprised because you played this recently? It's always been there? Okay. What? Ha? What? It's going through walls. I can do this better. Don't bother me. Okay, good. Okay. Well, now that we found that, against all odds, we can enjoy the luxury of experimentation with relative impunity. For instance, okay, it does count. Skewered fish. So that's merely a trap, as far as I can tell. Ooh, good question, man. I don't know. Okay. Let's do our best to record each of these. So that goes left and right by about that much. It's about in line with the top here. Quite. Is anybody else getting like weird Mario Kart vibes from this music? There's a little bit where it has like a little, I don't know what the musical term is, but it resets its octaves at some point to lead into the next phrase, and it gives me Mario Kart vibes. You hear it? So that one goes about as far. No, slightly further. Maybe it's here. Did I hear a little Mario Kart? Oh yeah, here's it. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, just gives me a little bit of that. Okay, let's experiment. Let's walk off the edge right at the end, and that drops us around right here. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah. I think it's not instrumentation or anything. I think it's just like that one little arpeggio or whatever. Yeah. The real Rainbow Road starts here. Thanks, buddy. Ba, 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 ba. I don't like this. Well, okay then. Yeah, exactly. Suspiciously free. This bee was. Okay, something fishy going on here. Haha, yes, fish. Unless, oh, maybe it hasn't been revealed. That's weird. Okay, let's just draw it and then nudge it vertically to match where it's supposed to be. A red herring. Enough with the fish puns. No, maybe it's more rooms tall than this. We're hooked. Oh, goodness me. All right, let's go back down here. Well, no. I've got a better idea. A clever idea. A sinister, clever idea. Just going to draw it up here and then scooch it down once we know where the overlap is. Because this was, yeah, okay, So that's at that top bit there. That goes right up to the ceiling. Right into Squimsh territory. Oops. Harass me not, fish. I'm begging you. There's two. So, it's another fishy room. I do love the like 1980s like whoop sound that's in there, you know, like it's a real like DJ sample. Whoa. Just yeah, hidden way there in the back every now and again. Don't really think that was necessary. kind of guess. Maybe we'll do the same thing. We'll just go to the top and map down if we can. Yeah. Cool. All right, but that's actually useful information. All right, and this will help us map a little bit more easily, I think. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Oops. Don't know how to make that go away. Back to game. Shift tab. That's Steam's overlay. Well, I don't remember telling Steam that that was cool. Oh, this actually doesn't go that deep. I can disable it? All right. Maybe I will do that one day. Okay, so this... First of all, this seems too wide. It's more like that. Okay. Good. And actually, if I tab away, everything's disabled. But if I do that, I can sort of cheese it a little bit. Let's Fish Zone. Hey, Ms. Roy. Hope you're having a good time. So that is in line there. Okay. This was the one with the disintegrating ladder, right? Hello, AV. How you doing? All right, I won't yell at you, but who is not yet following? Bird extraordinaire, AV answer. How you doing? What brings you to this corner of the internet? Air raid. Last I saw you, you were tweaking controls or something like that. It seemed like a very elaborate process. I bring you to this corner. Well, hello. Hi, Saka. A lizard among the birds. Aw, thanks. Well, welcome. We're mapping out the Tower of Oanas in La-Mulana 2, and it's a real beast. Let me tell you, this room right here, I can't describe to you visually what it looked like. I gave up, and we're gonna have to come back to it. But it was real mean. Binder news. Hello. Yeah, it was real mean. It was like a imagine being inside a clock made of cubes. It's like TikTok clock except extremely cramped. As many things that could squish you as there is empty space most times. And now we're in a relatively sedate room, but it's really ramping up the punching you aspect. Yeah, we're postponing that one. That was a real mean trick. Where was the fist here? Was it there? I guess we're about to find out because we're gonna have to go back up. And we'll have to remember to make those sections over there indicate that they were actually secret. Yeah, okay. Cool. All right. Well, thanks again, Avi. And I am curious to know what you were up to. So here is where we left off because we fell through this pit. Wait, no, that's wrong. This goes up higher now. Yes. I'm so confused. Hey, Chloe, you want to know how things went? That's how. But now we're up here. So this ladder is 3 units high and then goes 2 units through a wall. And then goes over, and then there's the drop. You understand completely. I'm glad. That's why we play La-Mulana, because together we will suffer. Looks like there's a ladder here. Inca 2, the sequel to 1993. You know what? Okay, I actually did tune in a little bit to see you playing that. Absolute fever dream of a game. Incan space pilot fighting conquistadors in space. It also features many. Yeah, okay, great. That sounds wonderful. Because I saw you playing it, and I was like, oh, Avi's playing some more. What's it called? Like Star Control or whatever it is that you play sometimes. And then I saw like what looked like point and click adventure sort of stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, okay, Inca 2, got it. Really? Would it be a good cartography? Do you think? Because that was that's a trapdoor properly, right? Yeah. I have vague memories of seeing like Jeff Gerstmann play it on the 3DO or something like that and doing a little dance. Okay, we actually do need to go down here. So if we touch it, we need to trigger it in such a way that we can... Yeah, okay. Nope. Fuck. Okay, well, whatever. We know now. It's actually just a transparent floor, or not a transparent, a translumisa floor. Okay, there is some... Okay. Sounds like maybe it's not the most fun time, but yeah. Okay. Star Control 2, favorite game of all time? You know what? I'm actually going to save real quick. Amazing fever dream. You know what? That's why we play games. For the experience, right? So I'm into it. Oh. Yeah, Dorna, I think you showed me that you'd linked me ages ago to the Star Control, like how to make it work thing. I didn't realize you had made that yourself. That's cool. The Dronout Wrangler. Surprisingly little in the way of instant crushings when we do the plinths. Oh, nice. Okay. I mean, that sounds like a at least twofold reason to play it. One, it's easier to get up and running on modern systems, and therefore not going to be a huge pain to play a cool retro game. And moreover, the fact that such a tool exists shows that there is a dedicated fan base, and therefore it must be good. Why is my brain having such a hard time figuring out what's going on here? Okay, it's because this goes to about here. Whoa. That's right. Naramura has already won, right? Even if Lumisa is not crushed, what's far more important is that my soul is crushed. Okay. So aside from a few moving platforms, I think we're kind of good. Oh yeah, that was up there, wasn't it? Thank you. Good eye. I think it was right here. So it goes down to about level with this. So let's say it's like that, maybe. Okay, now there's a little alcove up here, which maybe is just to help us get to the top. Yep, good. Excellent. Whee! So how do we get out? How do we get out of that thing up at the top, I wonder? Unless... Oops. Do we have to bait it out and then... Yeah. Doric, I fucking feel for you not having this checkpoint. Holy smokes. You have the patience of a saint. Okay. And then one last minute squimsh right there. Let's fill in the stuff that we know about this space. Yeah, there's a certain moment of, I don't know, transcendental calm where you realize the only path forward is patience. It's not that it's frustrating. And so, therefore, you must pull upon your reserves of patience in order to do it. You know, like, use patience to get past it. It is the very act of playing is patience. Yeah, it's real good. Yeah, how much of this was hidden? I think it was this whole business over here, right? Yeah, starting here. Sorry, it's a surprisingly difficult task to make diagonals seem evenly spaced. Just kind of eyeballing it. Whatever. Doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah, it helps me get the, what do you call it? By holding down shift, it locks to an axis. And if you have it rotated, then that axis is also rotated. It's very helpful. Okay, so where are the lines? There's where the lines need to start from here, 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 and here. It's pretty straightforward. You can make that happen. Oh, ladder in the lower right was hit. Oh, yes. Like that. Yes. Arnayet, exactly. The little 1980s woo. Woo! So silly. Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. Still a little bit awkward, but I kind of want to have a certain amount of symmetry to all these arrows coming in. So I think I'm going to do... Oops. I'm going to do this. And we're going to nudge this one down. Just so we can have 2 hours coming in from the other side as well. Yeah, woo. And then finally, this bad boy. Woo! Oh. Yeah, I guess we'll... Because it doesn't need to go into the wall. We're figuring it out as we go. That's right. Only cowards test in an isolated environment. How can you be sure? Okay, there we go. Pretty happy with that. Surely that will be the end of our woes. Not be the end of the woos. Nice. No, the woos will go on forever. Whoa. Yeah, there we go. More woos. A chest, you say? What could possibly be in that chest? We have everything we need. My money's on Mimic. Could be bats. Yep. Another outfit. I mean, it does look a little bit weird for some reason. It doesn't look like a normal chest. There's something off about it. Like the shadow underneath the lid seems wrong to me for some reason. And if that is in fact the case, and I've just sort of like subtly intuited an important subtle distinction between chests and mimics, then I think all hope is lost for me, for I have played too much La-Mulana. But there's still hope. It's possible that that's cockamamie and not true. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mimic. Sorry, I told you your chest looked weird. Yes, woe betide ye who have La-Mulaned too much. Man, drawing circles sucks. Don't we have computers for this? Have a treasure chest. Yeah, of course. Of course. Have a treasure chest. What do you take me for? The most upsetting thing is that even though we know that it's going to be a trap, we need to do it, right? And every time the trap gets someone, Naramura, somewhere in the world, smiles. Just a little grin flickers across his face, and we trigger it for mapping purposes, and he still gets the grin, and I think that's unfair. Yeah, that's how he gains XP. Yeah, got it. Thanks. Yep, cool. Yeah, have a little smile. It's not even a mimic in the way that we normally know them. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Did I just get squid sniped? Woo! Don't know what happened there. So this goes about as far right as there and as far left as there. Okay, so is this maybe a bigger circle, perhaps? We're gonna have to do another. Ah! Cool. Yep. Excellent. Stupid. Ah. All the way back up. Yep. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can make it all the way to the top. Oops. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, wow. What is that? It's a little flippy uppy. Whoop. I wasn't expecting that. Because okay, so you fall off the little triangle, you get kicked by the fucking foot and land here, and you're like, phew, I just made it. And then this thing tips you up and down. Oh boy. Yeah. Fuck, incredible. Wait, why did I do that? Well, I guess that's for the best anyway. treats. Let's just clear out this stuff first. There's one there too, which we don't actually have on the map yet. Yeah. And then you presumably get crushed by it when it goes back down. So, what are we supposed to do? Yeah. Is it? It's not. Certainly, it's not any higher than just up here, right? That is a good point. That does look very much like it's peeing yellow. It's 3 rooms tall? Okay. Hiss identified. I prematurely piss identified a couple of streams ago. Little did I know, the true piss was yet to be found. What did I just do? Done something weird in Photoshop. All right, crisis averted. Yeah! Well, that's fine. As long as you don't squish me. Oh, hey, that's a... I wonder if that opened by virtue of hitting the thingy up here. Which was where? Here? It did, Nene. And yet I keep playing. What does that tell you? Listen, you said it, not me. Okay, can I, if I stand here, am I going to get punched? This goes as far down as there, and as high up as about there. That seems right to me. And then over on this side, at about the height of that, there's a little alcove. Hey, MK. It's certainly going. We're having it handed to us over and over again, let me tell you. As is usually the case, La-Mulana has found our weakness. And now our weakness is moving rooms. Or rooms that, you know, you can slide, continuously scrolling rooms. Gosh, is that about right? Wasn't there more action happening on the... Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Thanks, Jeffy. 1 second here. Let me get that in. Spike platform is 1 higher? Really? Okay. In line with the top of the alcove. And the alcove had another fist. Okay, good. Thank you. Oops. I don't know what combination of keys I just hit, but I saw the word co-pilot and panicked and pressed something else and it went away, so... All's right with the world. Okay, does that look right, Jeffy? Ah, yes, you're right. I see it is up one. Final fist at the ladder before the plinth. Ah, yes, of course. How could I forget? Goodness me. Okay, so let's assume that that's more or less correct, and more importantly, that the plinth opened this passage. Hooray! Cartography is a team sport. Seems fine. I like the right. Gyeonin King is right wing. Now, did I mess up? Because it sort of seems like, I mean, unless this is a... No, that seems right. Okay. Ma'am? Roy gets sucked into the man-o-war sphere. Holy shit. How am I supposed to deal with you? Uppies, please. We... I like left. I like right. I understand. I understand there. Got it. Got it. Got it. Guess we gotta do a bunch of stuff again. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, it shows you the checkpoint. Of course it does. Whoops. I'm rushing. Mustn't rush. I was doing such a good job baiting that out. Oh well. Time is it? 10 o'clock. We must reascend the piss room. As if that would, well, see, whenever something bad happens, I pause to see if maybe warping out would be a good idea. All right, let's give it one more try. See if we can get there. Sometimes when I read chat, I get the impression that you are under the illusion that I make decisions and press buttons for reasons. And I feel like after this long, you know that I operate on fear and instinct and not much more. Yep. No! And donaires, yes. That. Beep. I like left. Yeah. Why? Okay. I wonder if Phobos is into this statue too. That sicko. Oops. Right. Forgot about that one. Oop. Isn't there a foot here? Oh, interesting. Well, all right. I suspect that this will give us. Well, no, I gotta keep going, don't I? I gotta keep going because otherwise, I'll forget what we're doing. And we'll just have to rediscover everything all over again. Don't know what happened there. Or there. I feel like I had some really nice cycles earlier. This. And that one. Then you can just jump over here. Yeah. Okay. Bait out the fist. Jump up here. Jump onto this. And then maybe onto that? No. One of these. Don't warp out. Oop. Fastest fist in the West. There's a ladder there. Okay, we did it. Let's leave mapping this till next time, I think. So what we'll do is we'll warp back and we'll make a hard save. 243 hours, 44 minutes, and 6 seconds. Oh, my hands are sweating. It's some extreme gaming. All right, how are we all feeling? Did we save twice? There we go. What are chiptunes offering us right now? Bionic Commando over the ZX Spectrum. That's another Tim Fallen joint. Truly, we are blessed. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. That's almost 3 days. Yep. Let's save this, and then I'm going to do a save a copy after this finishes saving. Save a copy. You can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm going to say that this is what? 8/18. As a backup. I save them each time if I remember, and that means that maybe one day we could do like a little time lapse, which would be kind of cool. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Let's see. Auth was in here earlier. Is he now playing video games? He sure is. And what's Auth playing? Stream's starting soon. So we could dump you over there. Probably end up there anyway. Such is the way of things. How long has he been running? 6 minutes. I don't know how long he's usually around. If I should punch you right over there. What's the raid message? Oh, good question. What was it? It's fish in another castle. But our king is in another tower. You can't see that, can you? There it is. But our king is in another tower. Great. We'll hop on over there and pay our tithe to our liege lord in La-Mulana. Thank you. Yeah, we'll grab that into the old clipboard. Right. Take care, everybody. I'll see you on Thursday if everything goes according to plan, and maybe we'll make some more progress in La-Mulana too. Take care, everybody. And it says that I can't raid now. I gotta wait 6 seconds for some reason. Who knows? 4, 3. This is the slowest countdown I've ever seen. 2, 1. Okay, bye.